while, so he's actually started. He doesn't have it on right now, but he seems doing pretty good with it. But no, we weren't ventured out of the backyard. We were just in between the gate and the garage, and she was just walking around there, getting loosened up. So I'll let you back. Who I think Mac was in behind me there, so I'll let you pick him up, and I'll listen along here.
To VA3IMW. Mac, come on in.
All righty then. It's happy hump day to everybody. And just like Wade, this was the first work day of the week. And even better than that, tomorrow is a half day because they've got us scheduled to do a 9 holes of golf in the afternoon. We're celebrating the retirement of one of our coworkers. So, this week is going to comprise 2.5 work days, and I'm just stoked. I think this is the way of the future. I can get used to it for sure. Anyways, we'll look forward to the afternoon swinging clubs.
Check.
What I usually call it is something I can't say on the radio. It's
check.
It starts with whack, and then the other one's not a pleasant term. But my hole should be a good place to start. And then Friday is amazingly another full 8-hour day, and we're back into the weekend. I was so relaxed this morning, ahead of the game, and stepped out the front door, jumped in the truck, got up on the highway, and I was already in Bus Lunch by the time I came to the recognition that I left my laptop at home. So my work day wasn't quite as productive as it could be. I did find some ways to horn in on some other computer resources so that I could get some things done. Working a lot of other details on my cell phone. It's amazing how much you can do actually with a computer. You can manipulate spreadsheets and save information and obviously reply and send new emails, schedule meetings, and all the rest of that stuff. Your cell phone is more like a mini computer. It's able to do a whole lot of stuff. So I guess I was 96% as effective as I would have been otherwise, which would have been 87% of efficiency. Anyways, the numbers just dwindle as you do the math. Anyways, I'll be along for the ride there, Chuck. As far as the weekend goes, no field day stuff. Was glad to hear it over. Field day and that other contest stuff is a good chance for me to hide on the war bands. But I was absolutely stoked with our Canada Day, Great Canadian Trail activations. Very, very sincere thanks for Steve and Mark for coming out and working with me on that at Elgin Conservation Area. See their day, I called it the right name. And we worked 37 QSOs times 4 parks. That's 148, I think. Something like that. Anyways, not to do Rick. But I'll turn it back to you, and I'm along for the ride.
All right. And you didn't even time out Okay. Alrighty then. So, where was I? Everything's freezing up now. Oh, that's nice. All right. Well, where are we? I'll have to pull up the trivia file there. It seems to have disappeared from my desktop. All right. Very good. I had to switch things around there, but finally got some sound. Woohoo! Okay then. Yeah, I had to go direct instead of through my camera software. And yeah, I'll have to practice after the net there and see what's causing that issue. Because I usually like to use multiple microphones, and right now I also have to wear headphones instead of my earbuds. But thanks for that, Noel. Much appreciated. Okay, so yeah, I said I was looking for the trivia file, and then I lost that thing about what I had for Bill there, but I think I remember it, so I can go by that. All right, so we're at on this day 229, but first we're gonna locate some trivia here, and let's see where my latest trivia file went to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh dear. Hmm. All right, you know what? We're gonna go through on this day first, and that'll give me a chance to find what I'm looking for here. So we'll pull up on this day 229, and boy, funny things are happening with the computer when I key down the microphone. Probably got too much power going through there. Maybe we'll turn it down a little bit. That might help. There, so we'll turn it down to 40 instead of 50. And we'll go with today's famous birthdays. And we start with Charles Tupper. He was born in 1821 on this day, but he passed away in 1915. Charles Tupper was the 6th Prime Minister of Canada, and he only held the office for 69 days back in 1896. He was born in Amherst, Nova Scotia. When I first saw the name Bill, I thought the same thing. Oh, yeah. Maybe he only lasted 69 days because he was trying to sell Tupperware. All right, let's go to 1916. Ken Curtis. He's an American actor. You might know him better as Festus on Gunsmoke. Born in Colorado. He died in 1991, but his real name is Ken Curtis. He sure played a good character role in Festus, that's for sure. All right, next we go to 1937. And what do we have there? We've got D. Palmer. His real name is David. He's an English keyboard player and composer for Jethro Tull between 1972 and 1980. And he was born in London. I guess he's still kicking because there's no date of his passing. Richard Petty turns 88 years old today, born in 1937 also. An American auto racer, 7-time NASCAR champion, 7 Daytona 500 wins. And he was born in North Carolina. Probably one of those moonshine states from back in the day when they had those old big steel cars that would outrun the police. All right, next we've got Larry David. He turns 78, born in 1947. He's an American actor, comedian, and screenwriter for Seinfeld, born in Brooklyn, New York. Probably saw his name at the credits at the end of the Seinfeld shows, or the beginning. I don't know which now. Jerry Hall, born on this day, 1956, an American model and actress, married to Mick Jagger and Rupert Murdoch. Huh. Apparently she was in the movie Batman and Free Jack, born in Mesquite, Texas. By the way, Mick Jagger has 8 kids, and 4 of them were with Jerry Hall. And Jagger's kids range in age from 6 to 52 years of age. Bret the Hitman Hart has a birthday today, born in 1957. That would make him 68. Of course, he's a Canadian WWF champion and born in Alberta. Jose Canseco is 61, born in 1964. He's a Cuban-American Major League Baseball outfielder and designated hitter, born in Havana, Cuba. Mark Tewksbury was born on this day, 1968. He's a Canadian swimmer who won Olympic gold in the 100-meter backstroke back in 1992. Also born in Calgary, Alberta. Kevin Hearn, born 1969. He's a Canadian keyboardist, guitarist, and accordion player for the Bare Naked Ladies, and then another band, I think, called Thin Buckle. And get this, he was born in Grimsby, Ontario. Lindsay Lohan turns 39 today, born in 1986. She's an American actress. She was in Freaky Friday, Mean Girls, and a bunch of other stuff. And she was born in New York City. And finally, Margot Robbie is 35 today. Our favorite Suicide Squad person. She was born in 1990, and she's an Australian actress and producer. I remember the first time I heard her in an interview with that accent, and man, does she cover it up so well. She was born in, of course, the Suicide Squad movies. She was the producer of The Wolf of Wall Street and a movie called Focus, born in Queensland. So that's it for people born on this day in history. Do we have any questions, comments, or check-ins for tonight's net? This is VA3CJZ. All right, just bear with me there. I'm still trying to get things going after rebooting the computer, and I haven't even gone back to look at the YouTube live stream yet, but I will shortly. And my Amazon assistant is telling me that it's sunset, and it's what 8:55, 8:54. Wow. Used to be 9 o'clock. Now it's 5:02. All right. So get out there and enjoy the nice summer weather before it's gone. All right. Well, I guess we'll move on then to who died today in history. And we've got Nostradamus as the first one. He was born in 1503, but he died on this day in 1566. He's listed here as a French astrologist and prophet, but he's more known to be a prophet than an astrologist. He was 62 when he died. And then we have Thomas Harriot, died in 1621 on this day. He's an English astronomer and the first person to draw the map of the moon with a telescope. They say he dies at the age of either 61 or 62. Ernest Hemingway died in 1961 on this day. He's an American author who wrote many great literature, but The Old Man and the Sea, that's from Hemingway, and he won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1954. He dies from suicide at the age of 61 back in 1961. He was born in 1899. I believe his granddaughter is an actress, Marielle Hemingway. Mm. All right, so let's move on now. We've got 1964, Glenn Fireball Roberts, an American auto racer, won the Daytona 500 in 1962. He has 33 NASCAR wins, but he dies from injuries in a May 24 crash at the age of 35. So I guess Fireball is a good handle. Oh, I see Wayne here says he went to the same school as Bret the Hitman Hart. Oh, right on. All right. We've all heard of the $1 Million Man, the wrestler Ted DiBiase. Was in the WWF. Well, his father was also in that sport, I believe, and he died in 1969 on this day. His name is Michael DiBiase. He was born in 1923, so he wasn't that old. Betty Grable. She's got Betty Grable eyes. She died in 1973. Of course, she's an American stage and screen actress and dies of lung cancer at the age of 56. Dying in 1993, Fred Gwynne. or as we like to call him, Herman Munster, an American actor. He was famous at first with Car 54, Where Are You? And then The Munsters. He dies of pancreatic cancer at the age of 66. Oh, was he? I didn't. I forgot about that. I've seen it though. Oh yeah, very good. Okay. I guess I got a bit of a freeze there on the YouTube stream, but at least we got sound. You guys can hear me. Next, we got James Stewart, 1997. He was 89. Of course, he's an American actor. It's a Wonderful Life, a bunch of movies. Vertigo, The Philadelphia Story, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. He dies of a pulmonary embolism at 89. Oh, vaguely. Yeah. He was in a lot of movies that I watched growing up as a kid. All those black and white movies that you now see all those on CH on what is it, Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon. All those black and white movie, James Cagney, Jimmy Stewart, Fred Astaire movies, Danny Kaye, all black and white. Oh, and then they went to color though. All right, next we've got Mario Puzo, born in 1920 but died on this day, 1999. That name might sound familiar. He was an American novelist who wrote The Godfather, The Cotton Club, and Earthquake. All three became movies. Dies at the age of 78. And then we jump to 2018, and we have Alan Longmuir passing away at the age of 70. Alan is a Scottish pop rock musician with the Bay City Rollers. And finally, we've got in 2019 passing away, Lee Iacocca. Geez, I remember him as being a big name on the golf circuits. Boy, Trump would love him. And turns out he was an American automotive executive. He was the CEO of Chrysler Corporation. Dies at the age of 94. So we'll pause once more to see if there's any comments, questions, or any check-ins for tonight's net. This is VA3CJZ. Yeah, sorry about that. You guys can't hear. I've been having technical difficulties with the stream tonight. I do apologize. The only voice you'll hear is myself. So I'll get it right next week. So let's move over to today's historical events. And we start with the year 1578. English explorer Martin Frobisher sights Baffin Island, which is a big chunk of land north of the Hudson Bay, right next to Greenland, parts of it anyways.
Right now in Hamilton, it's 25 degrees Celsius with partly sunny skies. Tonight's forecast has
I was wrong about
with a low of 18 degrees.
the sunset is now officially 9:03. My apologies. I was mistaken. All right, in 1776, I believe that's the year America becomes a country. New Jersey gives the right to vote to all adults who could show a net worth of 50 British pounds. So you could only vote if you had money. And on this day in 1798, Marine Police is established by the West India Committee to guard merchant vessels on the River Thames. London, beginnings of the world's oldest continuously serving police force, 1798 to present. In 1808, Simon Fraser completes his trip down Fraser River, British Columbia, and he lands at Musqueam. Musqueam. Yeah, okay. All right. Now, this really happened. In 1843, it was in the newspaper. An alligator falls from the sky during a thunderstorm in Charleston, South Carolina. Can you imagine having an alligator fall in your backyard? I know they have problems with frost affecting iguanas and lizards, and they joke about it raining lizards, but they just fall out of the trees because they're frozen. Yeah, Florida's been getting cold these past winters, so it's been happening more and more. All right, next we've got slavery divide triggers America's Civil War. In 1863, it's the second day of the Battle of Gettysburg at the U.S. Civil War. In 1865, one-time Methodist Reformed Church minister William Booth and his wife Catherine Booth found the East London Christian Mission, now known as the Salvation Army. In 1900, we've got the first flight of the Zeppelin LZ-1, a dirigible airship designed by Graf Ferdinand von Zeppelin at Lake Constance near Friedrichshafen, Germany. 1900, first Zeppelin. All right, and then a year later in 1901, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, yes, they were real people, rob a train of $40,000 in Montana. So I tried to find out how much 40 grand back in 1901 is worth today, but I had no luck so far. But I'm pretty sure it's a tidy sum. More than likely, probably around $400,000 in today's money. And then in 1912, Horn and Hardart opens its first New York City Automat, which is a self-service restaurant. It's just vending machines with food in it. They were big in New York for a while, and they don't use them so much anymore, but they're big in Japan and the Netherlands. I know Japan, you can buy anything out of a vending machine. I think you could buy a car. Not a toy car either. Yeah, they're crazy there. All right. In 1928, on this day, the Jenkins Television Corporation owned by Charles Jenkins, goes on air with W3XK, the first television broadcasting station in the USA. Yes, Noel, I said that was 1901. So in today's money, that's 1.3 million almost. Wow, that's a good haul. Yeah, regardless, let's say 1.2 million. Noel has it at 1.275. So, yeah, that's a good score. And then also in 1937, with the opening of the Automat. Oh, no, sorry. In 1937 now, I just went from 1928, okay? 1937, a 24-hour honor guard is first posted at the tomb of the unknown soldier at Arlington National Cemetery in Virginia. 1937 was the first time. And on this day in 1937 also, Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan disappear flying over the Pacific Ocean en route to Howland Island, and Noonan is declared dead the following year, and Earhart is declared the year after, 1939. (1951) Leiden, Leiden, astronomers discover a radio signal from outside the Milky Way system. That's all the info they have on that. That's interesting. (1955) on this day, July 2nd. Where were you? Because the Lawrence Welk Show premieres on ABC. I wonder who else was forced to watch Lawrence Welk besides me. All right, 1956 now. Elvis Presley records Hound Dog and Don't Be Cruel at RCA Studio in New York City. 1957, the first submarine designed to fire guided missiles is launched, the USS Grayback. 1957. 1962, Sam Walton opens his first Walmart store in Rogers, Arkansas. Now his children run it. 1970, the first Boeing 747 lands in Amsterdam and Brussels. 1980, Grateful Dead guitarist Bob Weir, drummer Mickey Hart, and manager Danny Rifkin are arrested for suspicion of inciting a riot after a concert in San Diego, California, back in 1980. I remember when the Grateful Dead came to Hamilton in the early 90s. I was working security at the Royal Canal Hotel then. And boy, let me tell you, there were people that spent all their money just to get to the concert. They didn't have money to get back home. I found them trying to hide out and sleep inside the hotel in the stairwells and all kinds of places. And then they started a fire in the parking lot of some parking lot down by Cops Coliseum there. It's too bad I didn't go. All right. Okay, I didn't make this one up either, but in 1982, a guy named Larry Walters rises to 16,000 feet over Los Angeles using a lawn chair and 42 helium balloons. You guys remember that? And I think somebody else has done it also. And I think they did the old pop a balloon to go down type thing. Pop one or two balloons to help them come down. So yeah, I don't know how he did it, but that was pretty funny. Yeah, hold my beer. Okay. Yeah, interesting. So this is a perfect segue, Bill, into my next story, and that's in 2002. Steve Fawcett becomes the first person to fly solo nonstop around the world in a balloon. Yeah. Uh, Going to the bathroom would have been interesting. But, anyways, I wonder what his height was uh, doing that nonstop. He must have had lots of gas with him uh, for the flame. So Steve Fawcett was an aviator, and he disappeared in 2007 on September 3rd while flying a light aircraft over the Great Basin Desert between Nevada and California. They looked for his plane, could not find it anywhere. And then they found it a year later by accident. They weren't even looking for it in 2008. And then in 2015, BP, also known as British Petroleum, agrees to compensate the U.S. government and Gulf states $18.7 billion for the 2010 Gulf of Mexico oil spill, known as the Deepwater Horizon oil spill. They made a movie about that. Mark Wahlberg was in it, called Deepwater Horizon, I think. I think it was called Deepwater Horizon. Yeah. All right. So next in 2022, we have the earliest evidence for the use of opium from the 14th century BC, found in burials in now Israel. It was called something else before, but I can't speak Jewish. So, yeah, heroin, 14th century BC. So that's it for On This Day. I hope you all enjoyed it. Mac, that was a special for you. You kept saying you wanted on this day, so we did that before doing any trivia. Do we have any comments or questions or any check-ins for tonight's net? This is VA3CJZ. All right. All right. Let me see if I can find the trivia that I was looking for. And it doesn't seem to be where I left it. And I made a special, the old sayings. Yeah, that reminds me, Bill. You were asking about two things: smash to smithereens and rob Paul to pay Peter, or something like that. Well, the first one turns out that smithereens means it was an old term used in 1810. It was called smitteren with two D's, and that means to fragment. And so if you smash today, now they call it smithereens. It just means to break into many pieces. So there's that one. And the rob Paul to pay Peter is thought to uh, have a reference to the refurbishment of the St. Peter's Square or Cathedral in Rome. Something uh, something hanky panky with the money about going towards that. Yeah, the meaning I think is to get rid of one debt, but you incur another with a credit card. All right. Well, I found some pretty interesting stuff here too. It's not trivia, but we'll go with the old-fashioned phrases from my youth. And there's and let me minimize this so I can see who's typing uh, on the YouTube stream here. See if I can pull both of them up at the same time. All right. So does anybody know what the saying, it was like herding cats? Anybody know what that means? Yeah, basically it just means it was tough to do. All right. Number two, she's the bee's knees. The meaning just means I like her. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. Now, I've never heard of this one, but it says the loudest person will get the attention. You'll catch more flies with honey than vinegar. And the meaning is you'll get what you want if you're nice. I wouldn't count my chickens before they're hatched, means I wouldn't expect that to happen. And then no point in beating a dead horse. That means I wouldn't worry about it. I'm so mad I could spit. Well, that just means I'm angry. Uh, pretty is as pretty does. You guys know what that means? It means you can't just be pretty, you have to act pretty. I never knew that's what that meant. Interesting. And then you get the old Southerners saying, well, I declare. That means I can't believe it. This other one here's got to be Southern as well. I love you a bushel, a peck, and a hug around the neck. How much one person loves another one. Ah, okay. Next, now, if that doesn't beat all, means that sure surprises me. And next, that isn't worth diddly squat, means it isn't very worthy. Oh, my stars, means I'm shocked. Quit Poking around and hurry up means get moving. I'm plumb tuckered out means I'm exhausted. You come back now, you hear? Means do visit again. The Beverly Hillbillies. Y'all come back now, you hear? You look about as happy as a tick on a fat dog. That means you seem happy. And of course, let's bury the hatchet means let's forget our differences. Uh, you're just trying to butter me up. We know what that means. You're just saying good things to make me do what you want. I haven't seen you since you were knee high to a grasshopper means I haven't seen you since you were young. All right. How about this one? You can't make a silk purse from a sow's ears. That means he may wear fine clothes, but he's still ugly. Next one. Oh, horse feathers. That means that's not true. Next, if you lie down with dogs, you'll get up with fleas. Hmm. That means foolishness can be contagious. And cat's pajamas means something stylish. And then you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. That's meaning you'll inevitably make someone mad or make mistakes to get it done. Don't put the cart before the horse means slow down and think about it. Now, don't buy a pig in a poke. That means an offer that is foolishly accepted without being examined. And of course, too many cooks spoil the gravy means there's too many people involved. Some workplaces will say they've got too many of those, like people in charge type thing. Anyways, a rolling stone gathers no moss means people with roots pay a price. Sorry, people without roots pay a price. Huh, that's philosophical. This isn't my first rodeo means indicating experience. And then you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink means you can do everything, but you can't force them to accept your help. That's interesting. And of course, the early bird catches the worm means the first one to arrive will probably get it. Make hay while the sun shines means take advantage of your chance while the situation lasts. And a stitch in time saves 9 means it's better to solve the problem immediately before it gets bigger. People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones means people with faults shouldn't criticize others with the same faults. And never look a gift horse in the mouth means you shouldn't criticize a gift, even if you don't like it. Now, this next one reminds me of something, but I'll give you what it says here. It says, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. And the meaning is, don't throw out something of value when trying to get rid of something unwanted. But really, that saying, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, goes back to the days when people were very, very poor, and everyone in the family used the one tub with the same water. And of course, the father would be first, and the baby would be last. And so, don't throw the bath or the baby out with the bath water. Means make sure you took the baby out, because by then the bath water was so dark you could lose sight of the baby in the bath water. And you're preaching to the choir means you're speaking to someone who already agrees with you. And as I live and breathe means as long as I live. All right, so let's pause and see if there's anybody else out there who'd like to check into our net. This is VA3CJZ. Okay, I heard you, Vern. Bill, you want to say something? Go ahead. All right, VA3 CRF. Vern, come on in. Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting myself there, and thought I'd do something a little bit different. Oh, yeah, yeah. So how's well, the sun is down now, so it must be a little pleasant out, right? Yeah, that's what Larry LBI was saying earlier there. So very good. Yeah, I think I'm going to go out, maybe either sit in the back or out on the front porch after the net and enjoy some of that. So, well, thanks for checking in, Vern. What'd you do this long weekend? Oh my, what's wrong? Oh, that almost sounds like my appendix there. I forget how old I was, maybe 14 or so, somewhere around there, maybe 15. And at first, they didn't want to do anything but send me home. But I guess someone else decided, no, we're going to operate on him. And sure enough, it turns out that I was close to bursting. And that's when my father said, whenever you go to a hospital, always complain out loudly. If you just sit there, people will think things aren't as serious as they seem. Some people can hide the pain better, but it's better to complain and make it visible so that someone notices that, you are in pain, and you'll get, the right treatment. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm glad now it's recovery time. Uh, yeah, I hope he heals quickly and continues on to be a regular kid. Yeah, that's why in the summertime I don't turn any lights on outside, unless it's the security camera that lights up. But yep, I know I used to leave the porch light on for my wife there, and that's a big mistake. When the bugs come, yeah, turn them off. Yeah, for some it's a short week. It's great for me. I don't have to worry about taking the garbage out later. I can do it at my leisure tomorrow. All right. Um, okay, Vern, thank you so much for checking in, sir. Do you have anything else? Yes, sir. Peaking at S6 over here by the Center Mall. All right, let's go over to Bill now, VE3 IUK. All right, very good. Ow. So let's see if there's anyone else out there who'd like to check into tonight's net. This is VA3CJZ. All right, I heard Charlie Echo uniform, but I think there was someone else in there as well. That other station, try again. All right, NFG, are you mobile, portable? Okay, Steve. No, it doesn't really make it worse or better. It's all right. Um, S9 here to my location, so not bad at all. And you be careful with those shreddies there, son. Yeah, well, if that doesn't work, you could try dropping an anvil on it. That's what they should ever watch the How Ridiculous videos where those guys toss things from high up. They should do that with a bowfang, drop an anvil on it. Yeah, it might. Yeah, Steve, you might be right there. it's it's very possible. But anyways, well, not if you're doing 40 miles an hour, but just a slow drive, probably take it. A slow, painful death. All right, Steve. Well, thanks for your check in, sir. Hope you had a great weekend, and we'll talk to you again soon. All right, Steve. Just so you know, you went all the way up to like 25 there. So that spot right there where you are, that's the sweet spot. All right. So we'll clear with Steve, and let's bring in Mr. Tomash, VE3 Charlie Echo uniform. All right. Did you hear that, Steve? Oh, okay. Disregard. That's meant for Tom. VE3 Charlie Echo uniform. Doing okay. Doing okay here. It's I got some back issues that are continual, but they seem to be getting worse now. I'm getting nerve pinches, I think. So my surgeon is going to be calling me uh, in the next couple of weeks, and we're going to discuss what to do. But other than that, taking it easy and enjoying the summer. I understand you went out with Mac this weekend. Is that right? Oh, okay. I don't know if you can hear Mac there, Tom, but Mac asked me to ask you to send him an email so he could send you the logs for your contacts there at the POTA Park. All right, not at all there, Mac. Anytime. And so, Tamash, Yeah, we heard word from our pad, and I forget where he was there. He was east of Sault Ste. Marie, near Elliott Lake last time I got word from him. And I guess he said he may come around Hamilton in October when it gets cold. So that doesn't make any sense. But regardless, that's what he said. And he's on at night if there's nobody on the frequency of 3.650 at 10 p.m. So he has been lately. So you can listen for him there if you can. Anyways. Oh, okay, Tom. Very good. Yeah, it's well, it's about a degree or two warmer right now down here in the basement at the shack. I've got some lights on because I'm doing the live stream. Well, I'm having some technical issues tonight. Screen is frozen, but at least people can hear me on the stream. Yeah, it's 24.6 down here in the basement, but with a nice fan going there, it feels like a nice cool breeze. So after the net, I'll probably go outside and enjoy a bit of the nighttime coolish weather. So thanks for your check-in, Tom. Much appreciated, sir. And you enjoy the rest of the week. We'll talk to you again soon. All right. Anyone else out there wishing to check into the AREG net, please come now. There he is, Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor. Uh, did you pass a recent test lately, or that was just Noel? I think, right? Come on in. All right, Mark. Very good. Yeah. Um, so, what days off did you get this weekend? Ah, very good. Very good. Yeah, my wife was a little late in booking her holidays for the summer, so um, she's got I think a day or two next week, and then she'll probably take the rest in August. So, anyways, Mark, thank you so much for checking in, and hope you had a good time at the park there. And that antenna you got there, the vertical, what is that again? Yeah, yeah. One of the drawbacks of living in the city. Uh, yeah, if you were out in the country somewhere, it would be nice and quiet for you. Yeah, yeah. That's like me. I learned to live with the noise on a couple of bands. They're a little stronger than I'd like it, but when I first put up a dipole antenna, I kept going out, adjusting, doing this, that, and the other thing, uh, dozens of times. And you think I could get rid of that noise? No. So it just means you get better reception. Uh, but you pick up the noise from the surrounding area. And like where I live, I'm close to Ottawa Street. I'm a block away. I'm 2 blocks away from the center mall. Lots of power going through there. And so, yeah, it's to be expected in the city. All right. The reason I asked was because I saw a Sigma 10, 11 meter, I think 28 to 30 meg uh, antenna there, just like the Antron that was on that webpage. And I think they wanted 175 or something. So basically $200, but that's not worth it. Not just for that one or two bands down that low. But anyways, thanks for checking in there, Mark. Much appreciated, sir. And so we'll clear with VA3 MHV. And we're looking for some other check-ins before we do a 7-3 round. Let's do one more call for tonight's AREG net. This is VA3 CJZ. Yes, sir, Larry. Go ahead. All right, Larry. Thanks so much for sticking around and showing up early, as Mac would say. All right. Thanks. Maybe next week, hopefully, I'll get all the kinks out of what's going on here and the YouTube stream will go flawlessly. Thanks again, Larry. All right. So let's start the 7-3 round and we'll see if Chris is available. VA3 WPG. VA3 November Charlie Alpha. Okay, Wade, thanks for playing along. Thanks for checking in. And like I said, hopefully I'll get all the kinks out. Before I continue, I noticed that Tom, VE3MQ, checked in, and also his daughter Aspen checked in on YouTube, VA3BIK. Good evening, Tom and Aspen. Thank you so much for checking in. And I will add you to the log. And so hopefully I had to write these down on paper because my computer went kaflooey. So let's see if VE3IUK. All right, Bill. You sure that's not an oxymoron? All right. Thanks, Bill. Next, let's see if Rick is around. VE3 Bravo Kilowatt. All right, Rick. Thank you so much. And of course, we look forward to checking in with you on Monday night on 7.100 at 8 p.m. for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club HF net. So thank you again. Next is Mac, VA3IMW. And that's right. Tomorrow there is a net at 7 p.m. on 446.125. Mac will be sure to check in with you and say hi. Thank you so much for tonight and enjoy your golf tomorrow. All right. Let's see if Vern is still there. VA3CRF. All right, Vern. No, you're coming in great. S6. And you sounded good there. Nice, nice loud audio. Thank you so much for checking in, Vern. I hope you enjoyed it. Next, let's see if Tom is there. VE3 Charlie Echo Uniform. All right. Sounds like a plan. That's my motto. Take her easy. All right, Tom. Thank you so much for checking in, sir. Take care and have a great rest of the week. Let's see if Steve is. I think he's done because he said he was going towards the cereal bowl. But let's try him anyways. Victor Alpha 3, November Foxtrot Golf. All right, Steve. Just want to say thanks for checking in, sir. And we'll catch you down the log somewhere. Take care. Next, let's bring in Mark, VA3MHV. All right. I think I forgot Noel in there. If you're by the radio, Noel, VE3KDT. All right. apparently we're going to have some potential weather for the next couple of days there. So make sure you uh, tie down things you need to tie down and put away things that need to be put away. The winds are supposed to pick up. So I understand there's a nice breeze out there right now. So anyways, Noel, thank you so much for your check-in. Sorry, like I said, if I had my log from the computer, I would have had everybody there, but I had to rewrite all the call signs on paper. So good old pen and paper. And so there you have it. By my count, it looks like we had about 13 check-ins tonight. And before I close the net, I'd like to do one more call out. Any last minute check-ins for tonight's net, please come now. All right, nothing heard. I want to thank you all for checking in with me again this week. And I hope everybody has a great rest of the week. And I look forward to doing it all again next week. Same bat time, same bat frequency. I'll see you all then. Until then, take care and be safe and be kind to one another. This is VA3CJZ saying 7-3 all. Yeah, let's hope. I'm going to work on it. All right, we can only hope for good things.